Hello. You're not gonna guess who we got on the show today. I'm freaking excited, and it's it's tough to be showy about how excited I am because I just for real am. And I'm hanging out with my buddy. Yeah, he's he stole the movie Hudson Hawk from Bruce Willis. Any given Sunday, dude. Two football movies, two iconic football movies. Any given Sunday and Necessary Roughness. Street Fighter, Max Shreck from from Batman Returns.
The program.
The program. Sorry.
Oh, hey, you got the other two. There's three, not two.
Oh,
Keep
three.
going.
I'm sorry. Okay, three. My bad. Leatherface, the only guy to do it twice. I'm talking about my pal, Andrew Bryniarski, the one, the only.
Hey, that's all. Yeah, let's start it off with a fucking explosion. Even if it comes out of. Hey, you guys from Philly never stop calling me Andy. So I like it. It just shows you are Philly. You're not, but with the talks that we've had lately, there's no doubt that we're from the same Philly. So
you know when we were having audio issues and you couldn't hear me and you were like say something and I was like I'm eating a sandwich from Wawa and I bet
the shit out of your mouth.
I bet you wish that you were eating a sandwich from Wawa right now, but I am and you aren't.
Yeah, hey, that's kind of a dicky fucking move right there too. Like, bro, personally, like, there's a place in Colmar, like in fucking Montgomery County, across from where I used to train. The Champions Gym is not there anymore for you ancient motherfuckers like me. And it's a joint called Goombas, and this fucking motherfucker. I mean, he goes nuts with the sweet hots and the fucking everything, fucking the pretzel fucking cheesesteaks, the Cooper Sharp, the fucking the real Italian hoagies, and he does crazy shit with fucking prosciutto, fucking all kind of like he does fresh cannolis, and he does fucking like every fucking thing that like the sickest Italian American fucking Philly style trattoria could fucking put out. And he puts shit up, and it's like, hey, please hold that. Thanks. Got to edit that out already.
Oh shit! Sorry, buddy.
All right. Now here's I'm gonna say go, and you're gonna cut that in between.
I'm gonna cut that out.
All right. So this guy with Goombas, Nicky Goomba, shout out, Colmar, PA, any Philly fucks listen to this. It's like fucking food porn punching the liver. Like, it bugs me. And like Wawa, it's hard for most people to understand. Like, it's just 7-Eleven. Like, 7-Eleven, oh thank Kevin, they got some good shit, Dunkin' Donuts has shit coffee. Everybody's fucking saying that. Who's getting paid to fucking say that they have great coffee at Dunkin' Donuts? 7-Eleven's got egg coffee. But Wawa's got, I'm not saying they're unique that they got real Philly pretzels fucking always fresh. Or they got fucking, Philly cheesesteaks and hoagies fucking made the order. Because every fucking gas station in the tri-state area does a pretty good cheesesteak and has some time on it in a fucking gas station. You know what I mean? But out here in fucking Cali, and you know what's worse? I went to Ohio to do a fucking thing like a month ago, and really awesome place. Here it is, the Possum Saloon. I'm telling this story to you and everybody on the fucking air all over the world right now.
It's cracking me up, man, because I was saying to you earlier, you speak in ads.
Here comes the truth. All right? You get it like I fucking see it. And the way it is the way it's going to come out of my mouth. Look, it's an amazing place.
I love
it. The owner's this awesome fucking chick. Her parents are fucking cool as fuck. I don't usually say nice things about boyfriends, but her boyfriend's fucking nice guy. Because, It was a great time. My friends burnt the place down, fucking playing that fucking half fucking redneck outlaw, half slayer, fucking inspired shit. The Barnyard Stompers on the stage. It says fucking only the finest fucking musical fucking talent in the world fucking comes on the stage here, and it's night after night, and that's true shit. And I love their attitude, and the food was awesome, except for one thing. I was fucking starving before I did something there, right? That went really well, and they were feeding me like in the office, and I said, "Just bring me some food. What do you got?" Right? It's Ohio. It borders Pennsylvania. I should know that it ends in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh food's fucked up for the world anyway. No offense to Pittsburgh, but when you get to Ohio, they're selling shit, bragging about chili, dumb shit like that, right? Chili from Ohio, like. If anybody's going to even listen about chili for a minute, it's fucking going to be a Texas chili cook-off. But nobody gives a fuck about chili. Ohio's mad at me, so well, just true. But they said, well, we got like stuffed poppers, and like, look, I avoided them for a long time because of the connotation that guys in gimp masks and amyl nitrate fucking gave poppers wasn't my thing, right? And I hate hot shit, but I got into eating those dried jalapenos on cheese bagels and on rolls at Subway, and I enjoy them, But I would die on that show where they see how hot you can drink, like Austin did. You got to drink fucking creamer to fucking not die, literally. You get a sign a waiver, your brain fucking fries and you have a stroke that you should have just did it. It might happen. I hate that shit. I hate it. But jalapenos aren't that bad. So they had the best fucking jalapeno poppers, and it was I ate it like ordered them twice in 2 days in a row, and it's for sure the last time I ever fucking eat a jalapeno in my life. I love to eat them, but I don't like my asshole. But my dad, God bless him, when he was here, he called them double burners or asshole burners. I'd be like, why are they double burners? When I was a kid, he's like. It twice, and I'm like, what does that mean? He's like, asshole burners, and I'm like, huh? He's like, yeah, they burn you going down and they burn you coming out once again. And like, I swear to God, like, fucking shoot me before I fucking eat those things again. Like, fuck you, hot thing eating people. Like, what's wrong with you?
I would like to take this opportunity.
It's not a good feeling. You might like things up your ass, but you like your asshole literally feeling like somebody poured fucking like hydrochloric acid on it. What the fuck? Like,
I think regardless of what you might like up your butt, I think it not be on fire.
Like hot things I ate coming out my ass because my ass is more sensitive than my fucking mouth here.
But I mean, there are kinks out there for everybody. So sure, if that's what you're into.
Right. Hey, eat that shit, motherfucker! All after the video, you get 1 million views. Hey, there you go. Not me. So, but anyway, they said we have hoagies. Our hoagies are fucking really good. And I'd asked somebody like some other place when I got there, what's big here? What's the fucking? What do you guys do? They told me some dumb fucking. What the fuck they have with their chili? But some goofy like chili fucking cake, right? Weirdo chili. They put it on everything. Wow. I'll pass. But then they said everybody has hoagies, and I'm like, hoagies, fuck yeah, right? So tell me what a hoagie is from Philly. You're from Philly. I'm from Philly. What's a fucking hoagie? Tell me right now, right? Straight the fuck out, no drinks. What's the fucking
the roll's the most important part. I mean,
what is fucking hoagie though? For people that don't know, tell me what we grow up.
I guess people call them heroes or subs.
Okay, heroes or subs. But what the fuck is it? Break it down from the roll you said. Then what? What's on it? Italian hoagie.
Italian hoagie. You got some cheese.
Otherwise known as subs. If you heat it, a grinder. Otherwise known as torpedo. What's on it? Usually, like the best one, Genoa, salami, capicola, fucking hard salami, provolone, shredded lettuce, big fucking ripe tomato slices, sliced in fucking red Italian sweet onions, and fucking little salt, pepper, little oil, and fucking vinegar, right?
That's a hoagie,
right?
Yeah.
Okay. They bring me a fucking thing which I'm gonna call it what it fucking is, you Ohioans. Possum Saloon. I said how much I love you and why, but I told you I was gonna fucking do this. I tell the truth, you know. In Ohio,
someone in Ohio said, "Don't do it! Don't do it!"
You're done. I'm putting you out like fucking Tom Cruise and John Travolta on South Park. Out of the fucking closet, Ohio. You and your hoagies. Hoagie's my aunt. So it's not just the possum, which is awesome. But you know what they bring me? It's basically a fucking, you know, whatever. I don't know. Not really. More of a brioche, but the size like square, rectangle, like a ciabatta bun, with a fucking Salisbury steak and mushroom sauce gravy. All right? Now, in your head, that picture that you see exactly, a rectangular Salisbury steak, right? Maybe a little round edges like a hash brown, right? But you know, Salisbury steak with brown gravy and mushrooms, right? Because we call it, it's known as Salisbury steak with brown gravy and mushrooms to us, like normal people from Pennsylvania, from Philadelphia, right? Which I'll never say normal people and Philadelphia, Pennsylvania fucking again.
No, it doesn't exist.
This was called a hoagie and presented to me. And I go, where's the fucking, I like Salisbury steak and gravy with mushrooms on a bun. That's different, but it looks good, you know. Where's the hoagie, though? How do you get the hoagie? They're like, yeah, that's the hoagie. You just said you liked it. I go, what? And they're like, yeah, that's a hoagie right there. I go, this is Salisbury steak with mushroom gravy, which is what comes on Salisbury steak on a fucking like ciabatta bun. It sure as fuck ain't. Who told you that's a fucking hoagie? Because you're not telling me that's a fucking hoagie. Like that. I don't know how you thought that was gonna go. Get the fuck out of here. You know what? A hoagie, motherfucker. Like they're looking at me like that's a fucking hoagie. That's a fucking hoagie, and I'm like, you guys eat chili, and you brag about it. And you fucking and you call a fucking Salisbury steak with mushroom gravy on a roll a fucking hoagie, and you share a border with Pennsylvania. I go, I'm not gonna accept it. I'm not having it. That is the most fucked up shit. You fucking Ohioans. I hope you're listening, Ohio. I don't hate you, but fuck your hoagie. I mean, it's a decent thing. I go, so what is this thing? They're like, well, it's kind of like you said, like Salisbury steak. It's a meat patty. I go, meat patty? What kind of meat? You go, I don't know. I go, so it's a mystery meat patty. I mean, like, by your own fucking description and admission, it's a mystery meat patty on a roll with mushroom gravy. You know, like, if you're used to eating good food and you eat a Salisbury steak, it's because you're hungry and it's animal fat and beefy. But, like, you know it's not even ground chuck fucking quality, right? So, Salisbury steak, you know, you have to sign off on it if you're that hungry, right? If you're going to be that kind of fucking white trash. But you have.
It is the white trashest thing. It's the hamburger helper of frozen dinners.
Mystery meat fucking patty comes standard. Soylent fucking green for all you fucking know, right? And then you put mushroom gravy on it, serve it on a roll, and call it a hoagie. I got to get the fuck out of here. And you know what I did? I left that fucking place, and as soon as I got fucking in the fucking car with my fucking cousin, I told him to take me to fucking Wawa. We were gonna go fucking somewhere else and fucking eat, and I was gonna get oysters and shit. And I'm like, yeah, you're stopping at Wawa before I even see my mom. I'm like, he's like, there's one coming up here, you know, like down from between Allentown and fucking 309. All right. I'm like, yeah. I hit that Wawa, got that Wawa coffee, got the fucking pretzel, fucking just right, still hot. I mean, hot Philly pretzels, that's a fucking rarity. You know, like, come on, you know, you got like douchey places with the hot super pretzel and fucking just like the fake fucking pretzels that, you know, you can get at the grocery store. But pretzels are usually cold in a fucking bag of 5 stuck together with too much salt, right? Like you said, under the Tacony Bridge on the boulevard, that's the hot spot. It always has been. Out here they sell oranges. Out here they sell oranges in bags.
My mom called them the armpit pretzels because the guy would put it in his armpit and then he'd come to the car and he'd sell it to us. And then he'd go like take a piss and not wash his hands and then break the pretzels up and put them in the bags and give them to us. And that was normal.
I used to see fools like I was young. I was going to the Spectrum to see like Aerosmith and Ozzy and shit, right? And I'd be fucking dosing, fucking like I was a kid on that fucking micro dots shit, fucking stuff that I haven't seen since then, which is probably a good thing. I'm not gonna lie, if you something like that a year ago, it was fucking amazing. But yeah, the last time before that, I was like 14, and we ended up like at the Spectrum backstage. We were like, back in those days, it wasn't like pre-gaming, like it was, the post-gaming was huge. Like in the parking lots after a fucking Ozzy Osbourne concert at the Spectrum in like the mid-'80s. Like there wasn't cops everywhere fucking with people, and not everybody was a fucking jerk off like they are now, you know, like they hadn't thrown the M80 at Steve Tyler yet, fucking made Aerosmith never fucking play Philly to this day. You know, there weren't assholes putting D-cells in a fucking ice ball and throwing them from the fucking nosebleeds to the vent yet. Fucking, you know. It was before those days, before the jail had to go into the stadium and shit like that. So we were high fucking young teenagers. And I ended up back on a loading dock, you know, fucking after the show where the next guys would fuck a beer or whatever, you know. And we caught them. We found all the pretzels back there, but we were gonna get some pretzels. We heard that they had pretzels back there that hadn't been used, right? But when we went back there, they were like fucking all hard as a rock and shit, right? And then some dude pulls out these bins full of water, and he takes all these stale pretzels and he puts this plastic down on the dock and throws all these hard pretzels in the fucking water in the totes. And then, like, you know, there's just like a little water, you know, like a fucking inch of water. Then he fucking lets them soak up. And like an hour later, we went back and he's fucking pulling them out of the water and smacking them on wax paper, pressing them down with his fist on fucking wax paper with salt. Then the next day, he said that, you know, that's where he gets his pretzels to sell fucking on the boulevard. That was Broad Street, not the boulevard. Yeah. Hey, Northeast Philly, back then, they weren't the same animal either.
Yeah, dude. There's brown bags. Those brown bags that my mom would get from the side of the road.
They caused COVID now, so I'm sure they had to get rid of them, you know. Yeah.
So
I don't know. How did Philadelphians? And this is a question you don't need to answer because I'm from Philadelphia. I'm sure Philly loves that fucking governor and that fucking what he put everybody through with that trans-testicle fucking health expert. That submissive health expert that has a penis and fucking breasts and fucking wants you to call him by pronouns related to people with vaginas.
I don't bite that bait,
bro. Everybody must have wanted to fucking have some beers with that fucking guy, huh? Like, yeah. People like Frank Rizzo better than the governor that you got now, I bet.
I don't pay attention to any of that stuff.
Wolf, I guess his name is. You know, last time I tried to pay attention to politics in Philly, Frank Rizzo was more than a fucking some guy that would make me. I listened to the Jerky Boys because they were talking about Frank Rizzo, and
same.
It was the guy. I thought it was the guy with the statue that fucking you loved him or hated him because he was with the mob.
Right.
He either was the best thing that happened to Philly, like Jimmy Hoffa was to the unions, or people wanted to do the Jimmy Hoffa to him. But then when the Jerky Boys were like, "Hey, you, Frank Rizzo," I was like, "Who's talking about Frank Rizzo in comedy?" Like first, but Yeah, you jerky. I got skills. You should hire me. I guess I fucking kill a motherfucker if they don't buy. In the body. I've done it before.
The Jerky Boys were the best.
Right. Hey, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, jerky.
Well, are they also like Philly dudes? Were they from Philly?
You know, knowing what's unique about Philly, the level of asshole that says jerk off maybe 1,000 times a day just to the people they love, you would think that the Jerky Boys would probably be from Philly. They have that Philadelphia, like, bullshit.
Yeah, that like it's definitely a Northeast attitude.
Like, it's not, Vice is very NYC.
But,
you know what I mean? The
yeah.
Jerky Boys are like the jerk-offs that say jerk off and jerky. And they're definitely Philly guys. Not like the guys I know who called himself like, like Jersey Mike. His guy out here calls himself Jersey Mike. And it's funny because people are like, yeah, he told me he's from Philly too. Who? Jersey Mike. I go, listen, that's fucking, hey, how many people from Philly call themselves Jersey Mike? Laugh. Laugh is the correct answer. Well done, Corey.
It's not Philly, Mike.
If you're from Philly, you say, yeah, I'm Mike. I'm from Philly.
Right.
215. Or if you're a bitch, you don't say nothing because you don't want to claim fucking 267.
Yeah, they'll put 267 on there.
You don't be like, yo, 609 Mike from Philly.
No.
Live and direct from the Black Horse Pike. All winter long in Margate. Philly Mike.
Well, I mean, New Jersey.
In the summer, everybody from Philly is from South Jersey. Everyone from Manhattan or the boroughs are in fucking Seaside Heights. You got different kind of Guidos though. You got guys that say, hey, you know who my dad is? And then you got guys that say, hey, I'll shove a bat up your ass and your dad will be the guy that's late and your mom and the priest will tell him, hey, the bad news. But he ain't the guy that's at the bottom of that window. So your dad ain't going to help you if you say anything else and you start to fucking realize you can't fly. Your dad will be very upset, but your dad ain't going to, I'm from Philly. I don't give a fuck about who your dad is when you say that to me when you're a dick. Your dad, I'll have to worry about him if I fucking need to, but right now, that don't mean shit to me. Like, I'm from New York. That makes me want to beat you up.
I love that I love this act out that you're doing on these jerseys. These like,
hey, just be a real story. We get tired of beating ourselves up. We'd love to see like guys from New York. Yeah, talking shit. Like, hey, I'm from New York. Hey, I'm from Philly, so I don't give a flying fuck. I'll kick your fucking shit in if you fuck around over here. But yeah, it's fun. It's good times. Good times. Shout out to Jersey Mike from Philly. You fucking piece of shit.
So, what have horror fans been like for you since you like jumped real hard into that? I
love them. I love them, but
it feels like you're, from what I've seen and what I've heard, you embrace that so much harder than most people.
Yeah, well, listen. What people don't know that you'll understand is, Hollywood didn't want me talking about being in their products because I scared Hollywood being real as fuck. I understood acting as an artist and as somebody who was very big on psychology and my own philosophy and favorite philosophers who helped me develop into the man that I have my own philosophy. But bad, but I mean, I'll fuck down when I'm done, you know, and until then, I'm not done. When it's over, it'll be done, and when it's done, it'll be over. Till then, I'll be overdoing it till it's over fucking done. Because less is more. If it's cancer or fucking, you know, World War or fucking pollution, less is more. Less stuff that sucks is more. People would tell me less is more. Take it down. You're too over the top. You know what over the top is? It's a home run, you dumb bitch. More fucking awesome kick-ass shit is fucking awesome. More awesome. Less good shit is gay as fuck. And you shouldn't be fucking apologizing and trying to defend it. Less stuff that sucks and is terrible and vile and fucking evil. That's great. That's true. Less stuff that rocks and you fucking want. Less entertainment. It ain't more. It's gay and you fucked. Shut the fuck up, right? So, all that fun stuff. To me, I was training with the best fucking athletes in the fucking world. Every day I wasn't fucking working on a fucking film. I felt like that was my fucking, I had to have that commitment. Being a fucking bodybuilding national champion bodybuilder when I was still a teenager and being a freak of nature. I mean, if people don't know, they can Google all that shit because that's all behind me. And there's not, soon there'll be a lot more stuff when I fucking put what it was to me out there because they called me brash and outspoken a lot, the people that even loved me and wanted to give me coverage and shit, but I didn't realize that wasn't always a compliment, brash and outspoken, until I, you know, now I once again embrace it because I'm 100% behind everything I fucking say, pretty much fucking pretty sure fucking that I'm wise and old now. But, you know, I couldn't be stopped, but Hollywood was just fake, and I would train because I figured if I didn't fucking train with everything I fucking had, which is what I do, which would save my life from being a kid on the wrong path, and becoming a bodybuilder and learning from guys that were national champions, and fucking would talk about it every time I go in there to try to lose the fat from a fucking kid that was being bullied and fucking ridiculed. That people make a living in my fucking area, going school to school, doing tours, national tours, talking about how a fat Andy could turn his life around and fucking make it so could you kids. Fat Andy. That motherfucker, I don't know. It's a double-edged sword, that compliment. That compliment at the end of the boot. Yeah, it's great. Hold that next shot. I can read it.
Well, most of us meatheads go from being the fat kid to being the meathead.
I trained, like, you know, till my central nervous system fucking failed and my legs fell because my nerves were fucking firing off random patterns of impulses. They were quivering and support my fucking 300-pound ripped body weight. And I felt like, or fuck you, it's your fault. I wanted, before I knew that I was always enough, I told myself that I was fucking, I checked the mat, and, you know, I'd fuck Arnold, kick his ass, fuck his girl. I mean, I'd fuck him up, fuck Arnold. Fuck
yeah, get him.
Ass and fuck his girlfriend. And, you know, so he was a doofy fucking foreigner, which guys from my fucking age in Philly, we gave zero fucks about foreign idiots that fucking couldn't speak English right. Everybody was laughing at him until they didn't to beat him, fucking carried him and made him funny and told him how not to be a frozen douchey Austrian oak looking piece of fucking furniture, fucking tree standing there like an idiot. Nobody gives a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'd kick his fucking head in. I was like a new Camaro before they had new Camaros. I was like the next better IROC, fucking all-American, fucking muscle car, fucking Polish blood and Philly raised. I'd bring it, motherfucker. I was always real as fuck. That was my whole thing. Like, I had to know when you're a bodybuilder, especially when you're young and you'd come from being, you know, anything but a bodybuilder. You had to, you know, bodybuilding saved my life as well as changed my body and my self-image along with it. But when bodybuilding's a thing, you know, eventually you end up in a little fucking wiener fucking hanger and fucking grease on your body under some fucking lights all out there by yourself on stage posing to some fucking music. And if that's not the gayest fucking thing ever, it is your fucking pale and fat and covered in baby oil. Fucking Hudson Hawk right to the fucking in a half speedo. You're joking. So I mean, and bodybuilders don't play because I'll call it what it is. It's that motherfucker, and you can see a guy do that once, and I'm not going to be the one, or I'm doing something else. I'll take up women's water fucking polo before I fucking go on a bodybuilding stage like that fucking grease fucking pig. And like it's real. When you're not ready, everybody tells themselves and everybody else the first time you walk out, and people all know what you lied to yourself about, that you weren't ready. You don't look good. You shouldn't be in this show today. And at a certain point, and he's embarrassing himself. Only you won't have a friend that'll tell you if you didn't tell you already, if you had one like that. If your girlfriend's telling you the same thing, your funhouse mirror's telling you, you think you fucking look like the guys in the fucking magazines, that's all a fucking illusion and photography fucking tricks and gimmicks and fucking paint fucking over their abs and fucking checkboards with fucking grease paint, fucking everything that you learn later. Like, I had to be the real fucking deal, and I had to be a national champion, or then people would say some shit, and all I could do is kick their ass, but I wouldn't know. And I knew that, the guy had trained me, or he didn't train me, but, if I had to ask him how to do it, I'd read fucking magazines. I'd read every fucking word in the magazine and ask him any question. He told me his name was Laverne, so he had to be a fucking Mr. Universe fucking competitor because, hey, so like Laverne,
boy names too. Yeah.
Got nothing on a boy named Laverne.
Yeah, right.
Where's Shirley? Where's Squeaky?
Right.
So it was good if he didn't have to kick everybody's ass because they didn't want any fucking more of Laverne. Schmel. I don't know if he's alive, but much love. He helped me turn my life around before I was a famous entertainer when I was a fat kid trying to fucking survive and not self-destruct. I didn't want to kill myself. I wanted to live, but I grew up under very fucking hard, dark circumstances in the family, and it was a struggle. And I was lost, and nobody wanted to tell a kid the fucking truth because it was fucking brutal. And I was too smart to not want to know what the fuck was wrong with everybody.
So, what was the home situation like? Who were what you have? Did you have both parents, siblings?
Yeah, I have parents, but both my parents and my father and my mom's parents, and my mother and my father's parents, and like they all had. Everybody wanted to, tell me how much my mom did for me and how many times she saved me, and it was true, but I wanted to know what the fuck was wrong with everybody. And I was a bright kid. I had a mentor card when I was in fucking first grade, and they wanted to test my IQ to see if I was worth listening to my mom or if I was just too much trouble to keep in fucking school. And they realized that I was gifted and I had an IQ over 150. And I made paper airplanes in the hallway and fucking putting fucking paper clips on it, called it a fucking aerodynamic fucking rocket scientist. Fucking, it was so fucking retarded, And I'd go out of my mind. That's why my signature looks like I stole it from Ace Frehley, because I did. Because they told me I'd never make it in life if I didn't stop falling asleep because I fucking trained so hard at school when I was fucking gay. And I would think the next way to be a teacher had nice legs. And, I'd hate the fucking big lemon artist. I'd hate the big loopy A for capital A. Cursive writing.
You are one of a kind. There's not another.
But the fucking A is a star. And now I've said forever, like 30 years now, like they told me I wouldn't have the skills that I'd need to make it if I fell asleep in class. I wouldn't have anything to win in life. And all I needed to do before I fell asleep after training hard in class, I woke up to look at the teacher's legs so I'd smile And then I'd sign my name like Israeli, which I do for fans around the world, fucking like every day. And I signed my fucking star A with my name staggered underneath instead of a ace fucking of hearts. I put the dead happy face fucking exclamation point. But I'm an ace. I don't ace. I'm an Israeli fucking wanna fucking be, you know, with Howie Long and Pete Simmons thrown in there, Little Road Warriors, Ultimate Warlord. But pretty much that's it. And
did you ever meet the Warlord?
yeah,
Yeah, he's a great dude, man.
Nobody ever forgets me. I don't care if you're the Warlord or Al Pacino or Ric Flair. I got to all of them, you know, especially the pro.
He had me over his house, his parents' house, and gave me pizza.
The guy that did this was a frozen fucking stiff, bro. The guys that could talk, you know, like Ric Flair would have been a movie star back then if he could talk. Like people would mind fuck themselves just so much about being in a movie. Like it's a camera's a camera, you know. They tell you not to look right in the camera. That's the only thing. They tell you where to look, and you pretend that it's real. It's all crappy fucking bullshit.
You're playing pretend better than everybody else.
Because I don't pretend.
I know.
I'm a motherfucker. Everybody else is all fucked in the head, chasing further and further experts to further educate them, to tell them the masterclass secrets of acting, which is a lifelong pursuit of being better at faking being a real human fucking being in different flavors. Therefore, you give up the chance to ever go out and be a real fucking human being, and you'll never fucking know what that's like. You listen to some old bitch in Hollywood taking your credit card every day, every month, whether you show up or not, pre-fucking paid, and she can tell you to act like a frog and stand in the corner like a tree, and whether or not it's good enough. If you're funny and you're an alpha male, some bitch you would never hang out with, some bitch who has no testosterone, some bitch who never got a fucking acting job or made $1 in fucking acting in her life, but decides she's a fucking expert. You're so stupid. Because people tell you you need to get an acting classes with this person or that person. So you can learn and further pursue being a fake human being on camera and cue. And if you just give that shit up, go be a real fucking human being, go live life, you'd have some fucking ideas, have some things you could fucking draw from with your creative imagination, you dumb fucks. The more you play that gay fucking game, the gayer you will be for the rest of your life. Because that time you're doing that, you could be being a real motherfucker, living your fucking life, and meeting real motherfuckers, seeing real shit. But you're fucking gay. Hollywood's the gayest fucking place ever. So anyway, yeah. Hollywood's always been scared of me, but a lot of people have. But you know, I love my craft. I love what I do. I love that I have a personality and that God blesses me, and that I can entertain people as well as myself. Fucking life could be boring. People can fucking suck. You know, I dance like a monkey, but I dance like a monkey fucking for myself because, you know, I smile, you know, and
you're the type of person who has the power of no. If it's something you don't want to do, no.
I have the power that I'll tell you. Somebody said to me once, "Well, we had this movie, and you know, like what would it cost? You know, it's like a different movie. It's like we do romantic comedies and shit, and like this movie, you know, it might not be your thing, but I really like you, so." What would it cost us to have you do the movie? And I'm like, well, first of all, it's not just about money with me. You know, it was probably only 10 years out of the 33 I've been doing this when I started saying, look, I choose. An old manager once told me something to me. You know, a lot of things that I heard when I was young, I never forgot. And they even told me like this one, like you might not understand this, and I did it. And he said, the friends that I had then wouldn't always be my friends. They wouldn't always be the ones there with me as long as I go on this ride and the places it takes me. And you got to understand that. And I'd be like, listen, last one. They're gonna come with me, and these guys are my friends for life. And this is like 20-year-old me saying this. And I said, I don't know why you feel you gotta say that. He goes, well, maybe you don't understand it now. I promise you one day you will. And you'll know what I mean. And he goes, you'll never have better friends in your life than the friends that you make money together with. And I'm like, not me, bro. And you know what? It's true. And the kid that I was really talking about, he's been dead for a long time. And he fell out with me being stupid, like demanding, came out here and demanded I give him like a magic number that he could call. Like that's how I was getting in movie after movie. It's not like actually having to be good enough.
Right. That's
sad. Big ditches. I wasn't going back, bro. Every movie, I've almost 100 jobs, and the biggest with the best, and I'm blessed. All the power and glory is not mine. That is humbling. It's not that. I'm impressed by the things that I see that come from him that aren't me, but go through me, and I'm in awe as I fucking watch shit. Even shit that comes out of my mouth, but I'm clear it's not fucking me. And like people love what I do, and I appreciate it, but I'm blessed. I should have been hit by lightning a long time ago compared to people that I've loved and didn't get that fucking 53 years that I have and still going strong.
Yeah.
So I'll never fucking complain, but I couldn't afford to fucking suck. And I once told Oliver Stone, he said, just make sure, I'll let you direct this whole fucking scene yourself. Tell me what you want to do, I told him what I wanted to say and where I was getting inspired by, what the dialogue would have meant to me, where I saw it, and some of it was on the walls of the locker room, and I was feeling the room and using my environment, and I've had enough experience. I knew I wanted dolly tracks coming in, and then pushing in on a steady cam straight over my other shoulder and into the locker, and he basically said, I love it. He goes, that's fucking awesome. He goes, and eventually I picked the Metallica. He had Warren Zevon shit in there. And I'm like, I tell you, Oliver, I'm a werewolf and shit. Like, pretty cool. When I passed Trader Vic's on fucking Santa Monica in a wheelchair, I fucking always looked. But I never seen a werewolf having a pina colada there. And I never really gave a single fuck at my age, being like me, which a lot of this character is based on, about fucking, Warren fucking Zevon or Warren Buffett. So, bottom line, Oliver, I said, he's like, well, what? I said, if you want to alienate your whole fucking audience, go ahead and leave Warren Zevon in there. I'll sell it. But you're not helping me help you. That's heavy shit. It'd be hard for you to invest money. He goes, well, what? And I said, hey, hold on. Hey, all you motherfuckers.
Roll a joint for 420.
That's fine. You roll a joint for 420, but please know I'm doing a fucking video on my boys' podcast. Hey, I'm going to give them that like that because they're good motherfuckers. Everybody gets one, and that's one. And that's one. I like the weed, too. I got some weed, but right now I need everybody to, just basically know I love you and to fuck off. Just till I do this show. In the nicest way. Hold on, now I need to pour a drink. I'm sure the audience understands. I could do it in the house, you motherfucker. So. I talk too much.
To me, it's like this is what real life is, and we can't over try to perfect everything.
Just vignettes and slices of real life that you pick. Right. You try to bring a page that has just words on it and breathe humanity into it. And if I live and I see a lot of things that I've seen, because I'm a fucking completely objective Ayn Rand kind of motherfucking objectivist meets a fucking very analytical fucking observer. Look at everything, I like to know the truth. If at the end I need to smash it fucking to see what's in the middle of the Tootsie Roll fucking center, I'm gonna know the fucking truth, and I just keep it real with my fucking work. It's that simple, you know. I've seen if I'm gonna play alpha male badass motherfuckers because that's who I am. Because you know I'm not gonna be fucking have. I had told everybody in my whole career to call my fucking bluff, and then they do. And if you sign up, and then I couldn't really be doubled, and I wouldn't let them double me because the guys. I learned that the guys are on it weekly, and it's a lot of nepotism and the coordinators know who they're bringing in, but and they're judging them fairly based on how it's always been in the business and should have been. And protocol. But look, I break protocol because I broke the mold. You can't. When I was 300 pounds with 6% body fat and the most athletic motherfucker at that weight that you fucking find on planet Earth, you can't fucking just double me with a guy 6'5" to 300 pounds.
Yeah, it's not gonna work.
Not for a fucking second, not even from across the fucking street. It's falling off a building. I'm gonna let you do it.
Well, I think I've said this already to you, and I'll say it again. You're one of a kind.
They resisted it, but I said, listen, I'm not here to be fucking to suck.
Right.
Like I told Oliver, he said, I gotta direct the socialite scene, so we have this location because of this bitch. Later, I'm gonna put you in a scene, which turned out to be what do you do for dick. And he goes, but I got 300 extras. I wish I could be here, but I can't be two places at once. So you got to do this yourself. Just make sure it's fucking great, like everything else you do. Because if it sucks, I won't be able to print the movie. All right. And I'm like, hey, well, you don't have to worry because I don't fucking suck. That's the rule. And he's like, don't ever say that. That's horrible. That's arrogant. Don't ever say that. You sound like a maniac. I go, coming from a megalomaniac, I'm not tripping. But you know, that's a rule. I don't suck. When if you could, my whole thing is, I realize that, you know, they say you're only as good as your last movie, but who are they? I always said some ambiguous, anonymous fucking.
Yeah, it's just some blob.
That I give zero single fucks about. If I'm going to even give a single fuck about what you have to say, I'm going to give you a fucking few minutes because you got that from me, but. I used to always say when I was young, you got anything I might even be able to actually fucking use? Yeah. Or you just want to hear yourself fucking talk.
Right.
So you can feel good and you impress your fucking self. Because what do you know about me or my fucking business that I see as I see it? Right. You know, zero. So if you got something I can apply to fucking help me be better, please talk. If not, I don't solicit fucking opinions from every anonymous asshole they, motherfucker. Because I simply don't give a fuck, and you don't know I know you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. What I should do, I have to figure out myself. There was never a book or anybody to follow, and I always knew that, you know. So I made sure I always knew that. Like I tell people all the time, you know, that are getting into this business. I'll tell you, you know, if you ever phone one in and suck, in my opinion, you'd be ready to live and be identified by that, maybe more so or as much as anything that you ever previously had gotten acclaim and praise for. And you should know it. You should have fucking made sure you didn't fucking fuck it up before his fucking day came. You should have fucking taken that seriously before you agree to race a fucking car on the track and you don't have a license to know what the fuck you're doing. You've never done it before. You know, when you realize how fast you have to go, if you're not dead by the first fucking turn, you'll be dead before you ever fucking complete one lap. You'll probably take a bunch of people with you. And I'll tell you what, you'll never be in a race car fucking again. That's it. If you wanted to race cars, you should have fucking not signed up for a fucking race and say you were a fucking race car driver until you fucking were a real good fucking race car driver and you knew you would fucking deliver. Because they'll let you kill yourself in this town. And you deserve probably to die if you're that dumb. You don't jump in a fucking ocean full of sharks before you learn how to swim, or you know that you can swim, or you check out the water and see if it's acid with your toe, or fucking, you know, if there's a fucking bunch of piranhas that come up to the surface, like throwing a cow into the fucking, you know what I mean? Like, you don't do those things. So people don't realize before they commit career suicide in this town. But just fall over there, get out of my way. I had shit to do. But you know, if you suck, this is my point. You could say, you could go to a meeting one day, and this is what I saw, like right clear in my head. And I'd be like, hey, yeah, Corey, hey, you know, you're fucking that that movie is fucking great. You got out right now. You know, I didn't know if I was gonna have you in though. You know, because everybody's talking about it. It's the big shit right now, and I heard you did some other good stuff, but I wasn't even aware of. You know, and you'd say what?
Say,
hey,
well, cool.
Thank you. I'm glad you like my work. You know, those
Yeah.
good movies. You know, I got to share the credit with all those people I worked with. They were the best ever. So
Yeah.
I'm impressed with what you do too. So it would be an honor to work with you. Yeah, but I don't know if it's going to happen.
Who has the power?
I don't know. I don't know what you're getting at. Well, I mean, those movies, you know, like the new one you got out, it's great. Everybody's right, and you know, those. I heard those other fucking ones that I didn't know about. I heard they're fucking people fucking love them. But you know what? They didn't see that fucking one that I remember where he sucked fucking balls and 3 of my friends lost their fucking houses.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
And we had to cash bond because you were on drugs. You punched a fucking co-star in the face, and we had to delay for 6 weeks. And instead of fucking making $100 million first weekend for the $100 million I borrowed from an arms dealer, instead we're all fucked. Thanks. So I don't know if we're not working together. Get the fuck out of here, you fucking asshole. And you know what? You better expect that. If it doesn't happen to you like that, it's a fucking miracle. Say thank you, Jesus. Not everybody gets to be jerk off Andrew WK or whatever Louis CK. And fucking jerk off on 5 business women in Hollywood's fucking skirts in business meetings, and then somehow uncancel himself. I know I don't get that. It's probably a good thing. How would you talk to your mom if that was the news? Corey Castle, Hollywood fucking latest darling, is accused. Me too. He wasn't just being inappropriate. He actually pulled his cock and jerked off and fucking spilled body fluids on 5 studio executives in different studios in the last 18 months, the first 18 months of his career. How do you have a career after the first 18 months if he jerked off on 5 female studio executives?
Dude, he did a bit about it.
Lightning and be doing 50 years in jail.
He did a bit about this on his.
He's throwing stones at me going into prison.
He said everybody's got their thing.
Who talks to him after that?
He did his
You know what I'm saying? I love Robert Downey Jr., but I used to live in Venice when I knew where his apartment was, where he'd smoke fucking shit. And, hey, listen, that's not my business. That was a long time ago, and everybody knows it because he got fucking caught driving in a convertible on Sunset with a blow-up doll and a Wonder Woman outfit, smoking rock. Everybody came to fucking apologize for how traumatic it must have been to him, and they just said, Robert, you are so loving. I just welcome you in our bosom, pay you more than you've ever gotten, put you in everything that comes out this year, and give you a fucking amazing career resurgence that'll last for the rest of your life. How about that? All I know is it's not working like that for me. And I'm okay. I've lived by that, and it's kept me honest. How some people get, I mean, I don't know. Maybe you got to deal with the devil. I've often seen the devil. I spit in his eye, put my cigarette at him, and God pulled me out laughing. So here I am trying to be a good guy.
Well, you know what the really cool thing? The really cool thing about you is you are who you are before you ever tell anybody who you are, and that's something. They
hate me. If they hate me, I don't give a fuck.
I've been saying you're full of respect and honor, and you're really one of a kind. I don't know. There's a breed of people who you belong in, and that's a breed that's kind of dying off.
And I scare those people out of Slayer's dressing room, the few that there are. I'm ridiculous. God made me with some sense of humor, the way He wanted to, and Jesus. What's up with Dad? He's a funny guy. As long as he's laughing at me, I'm laughing at myself and everything and is fucked up about this world. At least I'm honest in a world that's so fucking fucked up and full of shit.
Do you think, that you and I...
Team. You know.
Do you think that you and I look enough alike that we could play like a younger and an older version of each other?
I mean, I don't know, but if not, we could always just, Hollywood doesn't have much of an imagination, and if it doesn't fit the CIA's fucking agenda, you know, that goes out to the guys who don't know what people watching the movies anyway or what their kids' names are, because they're up in some office fucking scared to death, smoking rock, worrying about sooner or later they're going to get tossed out onto the street and discovered because toilet sees them like a big asshole like they are. So that's what's really out of touch is, you know, how it works out here. Movies are made with dollars, not cents. But you could say that, you know, since they love remaking everything, everybody thinks it's usually a horrible idea. Sometimes it is, but if you're like me, you know, I bring that shit to another level because it would kill another motherfucker on this planet. The level that I go to, because I've gone there, trained to go there for fucking 20 years in, harder than any athlete on earth. Period, motherfucker. Ask somebody that was ever in the gym or fucking trained the sport, the best one were with me, and they'll tell you. So I do what I say what I do, bet the fucking house on it, or don't tell me, hey, aren't you surprised? I'd say, motherfucker, you're surprised. I told you from the beginning, motherfucker, and do it like I say I'm going to do it, because I've done it and I know how much I can do. So if I say I'm going to do it and I can do it, I fucking did the math. I always do the math. And, you know, the funny thing is if somebody doesn't like something I say, like on this podcast, do the math, watch it, tell all your fucking friends what an obnoxious, fucking disgusting, fucking waste of fucking vile human being I am, and how horrible everything out of my mouth is, what a jackass I am. And the only people that have a brain will know you. You just expose yourself, you jealous fucking self-hating loser that you are, to be talking about somebody who they don't see as fucking what you just said, real as fuck, and refresh it. And all those friends that used to be yours, that would listen to you say how I suck, and brought them over to watch your podcast and prove it. Now they're staying with me, staying with your show, and that motherfucker won't even have any friends left to fucking talk shit to. And then eventually he'll realize, I have to admit I'm full of shit now, that nobody else is around me because they all left and called me full of shit. Fuck, I can't even believe that myself anymore. I always, you know, if you lie to yourself, you know, if you're lying to somebody, you're lying to yourself. And if you're lying to yourself, you're a fucking idiot and you're full of shit. Don't have any belief in yourself or that you're going to succeed in fucking anything. You get out of it what you put into it. If you want to be in some business that you're interested in, wake up every day in the morning and read the trades for that fucking industry. Every fucking word of it. Understand what people are doing, what moves people are making, who they are, what their names are, where they work, who the players are, what the fucking angles are, how does everybody win, what is the game. And you know what? Somebody says that's not your business and that you got no business in it. Are they already in that business? And if so, why and why don't you teach me something? If you're in business and you think that I don't know anything, why don't you throw a nigga a bone? Because I'm not planning on leaving. That would be solid. But if you just want to fucking talk some shit, what the fuck do you know about my fucking business? I know what my fucking business is, motherfucking asshole. Because unlike you, I'm not full of shit in the mirror and fucking full of shit to everybody I fucking meet every goddamn day of my life. Never. I have to try to keep up with real shit that I'm trying to do, and that's hard enough, motherfucker. You know, I'm colorful and never boring, to say the least. So that's how I see shit. And, you know, if you're full of shit, prepare to fail. If you say you're going to do shit and you step up to the fucking plate out here, you'll be dead as fast as a real bullet fucking hit Brandon Lee or fucking that cinematographer that loser out forward.
So I think
you're a dick and you lie. And you think you're cool when you're fucking gay.
What were you telling me earlier about pissing on your grave with the door is on?
If I look in the mirror and have to confess I'm gay and I'm a fucking idiot piece of shit.
I'll piss on your grave if the gate's unlocked. That's the thing you said earlier, and that made me laugh so hard.
What was it?
You said you were like, fuck you, you're dead now. Fuck, I'll piss on your grave if the gate's unlocked.
Yeah. What's the joke?
We were talking about death.
You think yesterday when you were lying to me that I'm not going to say it or go along with it
Right.
unless I have some reason to fucking feel that way.
Right.
I don't
Right.
feel the way somebody says. I'm not like these motherfuckers on social media that have an opinion because they read it on Facebook a minute ago. You know what I mean? Like, I have my own. I'm gonna think what I fucking think based on everything that I fucking all the intel that I have and who I am and what I see that other people don't. And you know, that's
I,
just how it is.
so a thing I constantly say is the
But if
current
you thought I love you, like we were talking about Piper and what you said to me, how we first met, because you know what I said when he passed, because I loved him and he let me know how much he loved me, like Rick, like the same way Ric Flair fucking did, you know, in the locker room one night, fucking after the program, like the same way fucking Joe, fucking Animal told me him and Mike always wanted to know all that makeup in the movie was that. I'm like, what, shoulder pads fucking
based
face
off of
paint?
him, based off of them, yeah.
Tell me, motherfucker. You know what? Fuck me. I always, all the time I said, like, I'm a bastard fucking amalgamation of pop culture fucking heroes like Howie Long and Gene Simmons and fucking Christopher Lee and fucking all the eye fuckers, classic fuckers. Because I'm an eye fucker for a living, and there's no fucking, you know, there's good reasons why I'm an eye fucker and I'm so good at it. And I'm like, how I didn't say, oh, what a rush is fucking, that's a fucking, that was like, Joe, I wish Mike was here, but I'm sure he's fucking listening to us fucking. But I mean, absolutely wonder not a minute more, bro. Absolutely.
Right.
Every day that I trained, this day I started training, I had to be as legit that I could fucking stand up to YouTube and the fucking powers and pain. And you look at what I did. You know, like, and the warrior, I had to ask about growth hormone when I was 18 when I see him in the airport, because there could be nobody else but that big warrior. And at that point, there was just becoming, you know, HGH technology, and it was rhesus monkeys and cadavers, Kurt Scott Jacobs disease, fucking mad cow wasted brain holes and shit. So it wasn't an option when I was reading and, you know, get my bodybuilding going, and my physique was already looking real good, and people were saying stuff, you know. And I just then Jim came out with that look from that fucking first fucking Genentech shit, and fucking look, you know, he was a real good example of what was different about just growth. Like, you know, I'll tell you,
Times are changing.
I did some on any given Sunday. I made sure I had a prescription from a doctor, legit at that point. But the program I had used other things. But you look at my, you know, my physique in the program in '93, but then you look at it after I had 7 years off. I was training mostly to do cardio and boxing and martial arts and not be 300 pounds. And I was more like between 250 and 275 because I did so much cardio. Just try to drop. It's hard dropping solid muscle weight. People talk about, they never talk about that. Most people never have that as a goal. But I was done. I was done with it. I wanted it off. And everybody talks about how hard it is to synthesize protein. And, you know, it seems easy when you want to be big and you catabolize your rear delts, taking some thyroid shit that doesn't burn fat and fucks up your physique. But like, if you really need to fucking lose fucking muscle mass and tissue, it's easy to fucking deflate it, dehydrate it, and fucking have it look flat. But it's hard to lose. And, you know, I was working hard at that. And then Oliver Stone brought me in and wanted me to do Any Given Sunday and asked me if I could do it or if I blew my load. And I was like, more psycho fucking maniac football player on the juice. You can't fucking buy for your dollar. I'm all about it. And no problem. I swear to God, that's the right guy. As you already think he's your guy. Love to. Fuck. For you? Fuck. Then Al Pacino walks in and he goes, hey, Al, oh my God, I'm glad you're here. What do you mean? Andrew Bryniarski, he's such an amazing fucking talented actor. You just fucking love working with him. And I'm like, fuck, dude. really? Like, this guy, Al Pacino. Oh, I heard you're pretty good too. Well, God bless him. It's something that anybody ever says I suck, they can eat a bag of dicks. Because Al Pacino said, Andrew, I'll never forget working with you. Never. Believe me. Don't worry. Hey, look, you know what? Even fucking Pacino, I know that's fucking true as fuck. Not before or after, motherfucker. Clearly, easily thank. That's why I want to hear it. Perfect. Thank you. Why I love you. I was trying to say that to him. He's like, Andrew, stop. I'm like, but Al, I'll never forget. Stop. I'll never forget working with you. I'm like, if you say I suck, go eat a bag of dicks. It's pretty impressive, motherfucker. Look at my resume. And if you still think, oh, should I be impressed? Yeah. Or not, says you're an asshole. Not I suck. I mean, Oliver Stone and Al Pacino probably know better than you, along with Marlon Brando's kid. What the fuck do you know? Jerky.
So just a couple more things real quick, and then I'll send you off into the sunset with a hot dog and answer.
Therapy for my self-esteem problems.
What's up?
You know where I can get a good therapist to help me with my low self-esteem problem?
Is this an ad? Are you trying to get an ad going? Better help.
You killed me, you fucker. Hey, you know what? That's how you handle that. We're gonna have to go deep talk. This is not time.
Oh shit.
I'm talking to fucking word cancel. Technology is Satan worship in the hands. Technology is Satan in the hands of devil worshippers who praise him.
So I wanted to just while we're on the record, I want to make sure we're saying this on the record because I know in my heart whether this stuff.
A record?
What's up?
Are we making a record? 45 or 33? Oh, sometimes there was 8 tracks around when I'm sorry. Hey, dinosaur stuff, kids, look it up.
How important to me the currency of effort is, and the fact that like you've made such an effort to hang with me on the show. On top of the fact, I'm looking on the record. I want to tell you.
Hanging with you, a guy like from Philly, tough. It's tough. I tell you.
So I wanted to tell you how grateful I am for your time, but I also wanted to tell you how excited I am about this just being the beginning of our friendship. That's a rad ass Johnny Cash.
That zombie Johnny Cash giving you the fucking thing.
That's awesome.
Hey, even if it looks a little like Wolverine. Hey, listen, saying this at the beginning of our friendship is not a bad thing. That's retarded. Yeah. But I mean, how about just say I look forward to fucking more good shit?
Yeah, absolutely.
Talking about the future and the past and fucking good times, and you know.
I'm sure the more and more we talk, the more and more common grounds we're gonna have, and the more common people we know.
Yeah, but listen, I don't split and co-hit chicks, you know, so it's not going to be like double tape, tag team, and something like that kind of good time together, you know, you got to draw a line.
No, man, I'm taken. I got a girl.
Oh, yeah, but, you know, she could drop your fucking annoying fucking ass anytime, even though you think whatever. I mean,
yeah.
You know, chicks, hey, I love fucking women, so nobody say I'm a misogynist. This is a disclaimer. It's fucking humor, but you know, I don't want a knife in my eye, so I'm gonna say that. I fear no man on earth, Corey. I'm scared of most chicks 5 minutes into the conversation. First time I'm talking to them, you know, they say all chicks are fucking crazy. Pick the flavor, the one you like best, and slowly wait and watch it kill you, and consume your soul. I think that's wise fucking advice from wise men, you know. And I say this, there's a joke that's not, you know. Here's what's shocking, right? It's supposed to be a joke, but it's got some shocking statistics involved. The thing is, they say this. Do you realize that 25 or even higher percent of the women walking around on the street at large this day and age. You realize that like 25 to 50% of them are on some type of psychiatric medication, serotonin reuptake inhibitors, mental illness, antidepressants, Prozac, fucking homicidal suicide, fucking mass murder, fucking the day you start taking it in the disclaimer kind of shit that you're supposed to have because you're having a hard time and you're fucking sad. But yeah, you're gonna have increased suicidal and homicidal risk. Hey, thank you. You know, if you're that fucking stupid, the pharmaceutical fucking industry is there to fucking kill you and bill you to fucking end of your fucking life. So, you know, that's by plan and design and you know, fight me. That'd be fun if anybody ever.
So on the record, while we're here and we're chatting, I want to.
Hey, here's what's scary. The scary part isn't what I told you. The scary part is it means 75 to fucking at least 50% of them are walking around untreated, not taking anything, and they're all crazy. That's the scary. That's the fucking terrifying fucking part of the fucking thing.
Well,
50% of them are mental health drugs. That's not the scary part. 50%
the
of
ones
them
that aren't. Yeah.
taking their meds. Oh man. Hey, she's crazy. It's not my problem. How close do the scissors have to be in your eye? While you tell her she's crazy, because it's your problem now. By now it is. Oh yeah. Tell her she's crazy here. See how that works. So hey, women, like I said, don't kill me.
Yeah, just be careful with the individual that you decide to talk about crazy with.
Check, please.
Right, exactly. Is there any, while we're on the record, is there any questions you'd like to ask me or anything, any statements you'd like to make or anything you'd like to say to me?
Boxers or briefs?
Briefs, bro.
What size shoe do you wear?
A 10.5.
How tall are you?
6 foot.
What kind of music do you like when you want to just relax and chill?
Not stuff that that's mostly probably like Incubus, like this chill
you
stuff.
Your hair exists?
Is that working
All
for
right,
you?
Let me do this before you see my hand fucking going like this at the bottom of the screen.
Well, you see, I figured I was yes. I figured we were doing an acting exercise.
Hey,
you wanted
acting.
You wanted to
shit, acting. This will get paid, man.
Teaching me a class. But
hey, you know what? I'm teaching you what you need to know if you co-star with Peter North or Tommy Gunn or Morphin Billy. Just hey, if you ever do a scene with Tommy Gunn in one of his movies, wear sunglasses. Protect your eyes at all times. All right? Because how are you going to be friends after that? Oh no, it's cool, man. It's cool. Hey, look, this is fun, right? We're not even gay at all.
How do you look at each other in the eyes after that?
Okay, good. Yeah, you just what do you say? Hey, look, I think that you treat me different ever since you took that load of mine in your eye when we were banging that chick DP, and you know, like, what do you mean? It's not gay. I don't know. If you want to take one in the eye from your fucking boy because you want to share pussy and you don't think it's gay, can you still? That's why you don't see each other ever again after they ever have that conversation. It's hard to defend that and say that ain't gay.
Well, you know it's weird, and I wanted to mention this because how important, like I said, the currency of effort is. I think anybody who would want to find something you have to say that maybe they're not excited about or something that maybe hurts their feelings, they'd have to listen from the start to the end to realize what the context was. And I've been saying for the longest time, comb through every podcast I've ever done and find something that upsets you. At least you'll have listened to every episode and you'll be closer to actually knowing who I really am.
Every call you get from tonight forward is going to be Andrew Bryniarski is sent to me. So that was nice, that lead up you just did to try to throw him off the scent. But I'm just saying, if you're going to get fucking hate calls, it's all going to start with Andrew Bryniarski. And that's good because you know what? Just hit the like and subscribe button and tell all your friends that pay their internet fucking bill. Oh, you're like, yeah. If they're really cheap fucks and spend every $5 they have on rocks, don't even bother. But anybody that pays their cable bill and has a fucking ISP, tell them to like and subscribe. Thanks. Hey, if you think we suck, hit the unlike button. It don't matter. We still get paid, you fucking assholes. Hey, here's everybody. Watch Wheeler Walker Jr. The apology because he was canceled and he's sincere. And my apology would sound like that.
Well, did you see the Joaquin Phoenix one? The speech?
No, I was told I look like Joaquin Phoenix by a obviously very drunk female one. A fat Joaquin Phoenix. Don't see it, but I was told Will Ferrell too. Somebody told me I was like Be Real once at a drunk at a bar.
Oh, maybe it's a little bit of the red hair. I don't know.
I've heard Chad Kroger. You're the first person to say I have red hair, except me looking at the sun. I had red hair. I used to have blonde hair, and I had black hair. I get old, I had red hair.
Now, so this recording is going to outlive us, right? So,
it's going to be like 80 years before we hit stop, and we'll probably only be alive for about 75. The paramedic or the landlord that buys the building will find us still running and it stop. We'll be fucking dead.
So, say somebody stumbles across this recording 20 years from now, in 2042, and there's somebody who cares about you, wants to hear a sincere message that gives a time stamp on 2022.
Okay, it's 2022. Post fucking scamdemic, pandemic, the fucking global elites with fucking man tits and fucking no friends and no hair except on their fucking next to their eyes and a patch on their fucking back. These fucks that have all the money, the gay cabals and the ones that are fucking doing genocide and mass murder and own the media and have bamboozled all you dumb brainwashed psyop fucking preconditioned Hollywood loving fucks. Hey, that's not my word. I entertain people based on shit that's real. I let my work be exploited. I try to get a good enough deal that I don't mind, and look me up 20 years from now, people, and my work will still be fun and fucking enjoyable. And
it's timeless. Yeah.
See that you'll be able to find if we haven't been nuclear vaporized by the fucking, lizards and the fucking, Pleiadians. The great, But anyway, I just want to say, hey, people suck. This is what toxic masculinity. Somebody with high testosterone levels used to look like. This guy and this guy. Back 20 years ago, there's still a few motherfuckers around with a testosterone level that was readable, like fucking these new age drugs for PrEP for the people that were such deviant motherfuckers. They knew they were getting AIDS any fucking minute. So just in preparation, take this shit. It's going to give you diarrhea, which all you AIDS guys fucking fuck.
Pre-AIDS.
But hey. Yeah, but anyway, you guys are be like trans, fluid, genderless, fucking, smooth-skinned aliens in 20 years, and no toxic masculinity will be around. So this is what humans used to look like before men were totally fucking effeminate motherfuckers. And hey,
go ahead.
Fuck all y'all fucking freaks from the future. You
Fuck
should have
all
been
y'all
here.
freaks from the future. Y'all should have been here, idiots.
Still a good time. America, still fuck yeah. Still beat your shithole. And hey, I like other places too where people are cool. I hate assholes. I hate fucking politics. And I hate idiots that think that there'll never be war and always be enough and everything's going to be happy roses and sunshine. And, you know, hey, I could go on, but fuck the liberals and fuck the Democrats and fuck you, safe space fucking pussies and haters and eat a huge fucking bag of dicks with your donuts and choke on your ham and your cocks and fucking, you know, put a dick in your ear, fuck what you heard. We're on fucking Corey Castle's fucking podcast. You're not, and fucking, you know, you should have fucking been here. If were skiffs, you'd all be in the Navy sailing fucking ships now instead of in some fucking horrible dystopian fucking gay future. And there you go. Keep me up, Scotty.
Okay. The way that we wrap up every episode is hypothetically, I tell you that I've gifted you this show.
Oh, I was being honest.
So, hypothetically, I've gifted you
I always
this
know
show.
what the answer is. I don't know how to guess. Go ahead, Corey. I'll pretend that I'm making it up. I'm thinking hard on
Episode 1 of Evolving with Andrew Bryniarski. What is the
wait,
Andrew Bryniarski?
Wait, let me run that through the Andrew Bryniarski analogy generator.
Okay. And like a Jerry Springer's final thought.
I'm having fun with Andrew Bryniarski. See what comes out.
Okay. Like a Jerry Springer's final thought, what are the best takeaways for evolving to be a better version of yourself tomorrow?
Dr. Philadelphia says this. Steve Wilkos, you're a fucking bitch. Dr. Phil, your wife wears the pants and you wear the panties. Read Emerson, you dumb fucks from the future. Like some books that are gathering dust, books, before they burn them all again. And fucking, they're already censoring the internet. They'll probably take Corey off fucking YouTube and, you know, press charges against him, put some porn on his computer. Hey, I'm sorry I even put that idea out there because now they'll probably put it on mine.
Now the idea has been implanted.
The good news is that nobody wants to fuck with me even if they hate me. The devil doesn't want me around. There's a restraining order out against me after the damage and the embarrassment I caused him last time. And, you know, there's no trouble for me. That fucking trouble runs around the corner when I come. So, you know, it'll be cool. It'll be all right. And everybody that is cool, please watch the fucking show. Enjoy the fucking show. Watch my stuff. Enjoy my stuff. Come out and see us wherever we are. Because if we love you, because you're real, and you got something you want to say to us, we want to hear it. Because that's why we do it. We do everything we do with fucking passion and truth and fucking all the effort anybody in the world ever could. Because we take shit seriously. Because, you know, life's funny. You got to laugh with it. You got to smell the roses. You also got to adapt, improvise, overcome, and persevere and survive. And this fucking place is trying to eat us all fucking alive. But nobody gets out of here alive anyway. So have a fucking party. Enjoy yourself. Or everybody you're trying to impress today will be dead tomorrow, and you'll be next. You'll be the last one to know you're full of shit when your legs don't work. And you should have fucking had a good time when you were alive. And done something memorable and meaningful to you in your life. Now is the time, motherfuckers, because we will all be dead. Everything that stands turns to rust. Everything that rose turns to dust. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. A lot of us won't do anything to have earned the salt, kept the minerals out of the ground. Use all these fucking useless people on the planet. Help people be part of the solution. Live a life that you can be proud of yourself and fulfill your fucking dreams and find your destiny. And if Leatherface just fucking told you that, if Andrew Bryniarski to tell you that, well, this is a fucked up world, and how many people are telling you fucking the truth. So I'll be the hero of the day and get it done. Nobody knows what you can do. And you don't either until you fucking try. Prove you fucking can't to yourself. And, you know, you probably see that you still can. So, until you prove it, you can't to yourself. Don't listen to anybody tell you what the fuck you can do, can't do. They have no fucking idea. And you don't either until you try your best. Or expect to suck and get that and like it. Take a big suck sandwich and fuck off. Blame yourself.
Do you ever think about having your own like YouTube channel or podcast? Because like there's so much wisdom.
It's all my shit, but there was a long time I was stuck between the way things used to be when I came into the business, and any idea you had to find financing for it, pitch, and fucking all that gay bullshit. Then meet with networks and all this gay subjective fucking Illuminati, fucking Jew banking cabal, and no, this is the first time I said Jew, so don't call me a Jew hating anti-Semitic. Jesus says, believe him, proclaim he's your Lord and Savior. He'll forgive you of all your sins too. So I'm not out to get anybody, but I call it like it is. And, do something about it if you don't like fucking truth when I fucking say the truth. Cancel us with your fucking vertically integrated media fucking companies. Let's write it down.
So,
nowadays, I think it's great. I've learned from Action Bronson, the talentless rapper, the fat guy that smokes a lot of weed, because I can relate. I like him. He's cool. He has all his fucking best homies around. They know what good food is because they're fat. They like to eat when they're stoned. They made a gig out of it. They shoot it all themselves. We got 28K definition. You can fucking dumb shit, or we will tomorrow. Whatever, 12K, whatever the fuck it is. 4K is ancient history. Fucking, you got drones when usually you need helicopter fucking shots, tracking fucking from above, high angles. You should need 360-degree gyroscopic fucking cranes. Fucking cost $500,000 a day to rent on set. You used to have film. You have to buy film. You have to produce it. You have to develop it. You have to correct it. You have to send it by courier. Fucking weighs 1 million pounds. Every part of the fucking process, beginning fucking end. It degrades. Now you have to cloud. You got a lot of good shit, but you just got a lot of evil people running it. But there was no Utah. If I was a social fucking influencer when there was no fucking internet, I'd walk out of my house since I was 17 and people break their fucking necks and call me a dinosaur, like dominoes. And I didn't give a fuck if you loved me or hated me or what your opinion was. But I just knew I must be fucking fascinating as fuck that every single one of you motherfuckers, without exception, just break your neck like fucking dominoes when I walk out of the house. My friend would say, you're like a fucking dinosaur, Andrew. They have never seen anything like you in your life. And Arnold was fucking, bodybuilding was dead, except for guys in dungeons in their basements, training themselves squat racks. It was very underground, cold fucking controversial fucking thing. And I didn't give a fuck to save my life. I wasn't trying to be Arnold. Anytime anybody said I was next to Arnold, I'd be offended. They'd get mad at me, and I didn't give a fuck. Don't compare me to that clown. Made a lot of money, so what? If all you have is money, you're not rich. Everything I've done with my life, you couldn't buy a ticket for. It's not on anybody's fucking menu. You couldn't pay for it with all your money at any fucking price. Like I get it. Like I've got it. And I'm blessed that I would never fucking say I'm not. And it's a good ride. It's not about all the people I made rich that bought houses and told me that I didn't deserve one or didn't remember my name. I'm an icon. I'm a legend. I'm a favorite of the fans, and that's who I wanted to someday touch and have appreciate my work somehow as an artist. And about my craft with the name on it that my dad gave me, with my Polish blood represented that I signed like Ace Frehley to honor my fucking people, my legacy, and my family. And if you don't like it, I don't care. Stare at me, tell your friends, fuck you, pay me, and get out of my way or get rolled over. I try to be a little more considerate now. But life lessons are still free if you fuck up. Come at me wrong.
Bro.
Just dump shit in front of me. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thanks for being. Can you do Madman for me real quick and give a final message and tell people to keep evolving?
Madman? Okay. You gotta be the old lady with the fucking blue gown at the fancy fucking Star Island fucking fancy rich fucking lobby fucking socialite shit scene, right?
I'm gonna
take
my hair out.
He told this lady that she and her friends could be in the movie and he'd feature them in the scene and give her dialogue, the speaking role. She ate it up. This is the scene. He told me that he wrote for her and that when I said, what the fuck, where did you fucking come up with this? This is what he told me it was all about.
What did you tell her to say?
To get ready to go do it. All right, so here it is. I'll feed you. You know, you don't know the scene, but you asked for Madman.
Yeah, I forget dude. I forget particulars.
I'm like ripping out of my fucking clothes and trapped up in my ears with a black fucking V-neck sleeveless Armani shit. I got the big skulls connected, heavy fucking silver chain, the Celtic cross I had my friend do for the movie. That's on the back of my neck. That I put on there as my first tattoo one Christmas Eve when I realized Day of the God saved me so many times. It was embarrassing, and I put one on my neck for he who put one on there and worked for me, and it hurt him a whole lot more than it hurt me. So I had that on my chain. I'm playing an Irish guy. I'm half Irish, Madman Kelly, Celtic cross on my neck. Now I got it on the chain, and I come up to this old lady at this fundraiser, and she's got silver fucking hair like the Golden Girls, all permed and curled up and sprayed like fucking some old fucking bonnet from England. That kind of shit, you know, and she's got all fucking probably the Hope Diamond on a fucking chain and fucking, you know, she probably got all that shit, right? But Madman comes up to her to a party like this. Says, hey. She goes, hey. And I say, are you married? She goes, actually, I'm in between marriages.
Actually, I'm in between marriages.
Yeah? So what do you do for dick? Oh, I never. Yeah, I bet you have.
Bro.
That's a little bit of Oliver Stone fucking dead space for you. Love him like a fucking, love that motherfucker. Talented guy.
Bro.
I can never say enough about how generous and kind he was to me. And, you know, I made comments that gave you a taste of it, but, you know, the guy, he wrote Conan, he wrote Scarface, this fucking guy. Platoon, Born on the 4th of July.
Yeah. Iconic.
Yeah. I love it.
The fact that
Oliver Stone, 2 Purple Hearts from 2 tours in Vietnam. Did you know that? Purple Heart is meritorious service while wounded in battle.
Wow.
Twice. People talk shit about him, better go fuck themselves. I know he said a bunch of crazy liberal shit, but whatever, you know, he was told to do that. People probably give him a bunch of spoons dollars, in my opinion. Now he's talking like, you know, James Woods, who he loves and I love too. That motherfucker. James Woods, anybody friends with James Woods, tell him this crazy motherfucker from any given Sunday told him, I fucking love you. Don't ever change. Smack him with that biggest dick in Hollywood.
I look forward to us becoming closer and closer.
James Woods, you know, the rumor is he's got the Milton Berle dick in this generation. You know, like Forrest Gump. And with the young chicks that give him weed to smoke out on set, I'm sure it's true.
I make it a habit to not really focus too much energy and time on penises.
I don't either, but, you know, speaking of penises, you know, one time I got this shot, like, we'd have to go to the studio and pick the scenes from the still guide, and we could use to our own publicity. They're trying to keep me down from me and, you know, whatever. But I'm also in ensemble cast with the biggest movie stars of all fucking time.
Right.
You know, so I'm not looking for Billy in front of, you know, from Cameron Diaz, Al Pacino, James Woods, Charlotte, Aunt Margaret, or, you know, or not. Okay with that, you know. Put me right next to the 12 motherfucking biggest movie stars in the fucking world. I'll steal the movie from all of them in my seats, and I'm okay. You know, I understand there's not money for me on the press junket, but we'll do our own. We'll hit our own people. So I go in and I look at this one picture from that Metallica scene under the loop, and the get an extra bump on their fucking stump day. Be naked. How could he? He should have known. Like, shameless fucking jammed out the Metallica. The
Yeah, just like owning it, I guess.
God, he has kids. And I'm like, how could it? Oh, man. You better thank you, Jesus. He performed a miracle, a small miracle. A huge miracle, a small fucking thing. But then there's this other scene, because I don't talk about cock either, but when you talk about Any Given Sunday, Lawrence Taylor would come off the golf course after like 56-hour breaks, fucking off the crack, playing like 72 holes of golf straight, fucking day and night, and come on the set. And he'd have to do that because otherwise he'd smoke crack and punch hookers. So he'd replaced it with fucking like 5 nights up playing golf straight through, like 18 holes schooling. He'd play 75 holes, come to set with golf shoes on, and then have a double fucking for the tackle, Lawrence Taylor. Bad motherfucker, but he was saving it in case he had to kick your fucking face in at this point. He's not taking any more shots to be the guy he's playing who has brain damage, you know. Not that stupid. He's a good guy. But, you know, we get along fine after we almost took it to the ground. But that's another story for another day. But
you're so full of stories and so full of like.
I don't have enough places to tell. That's why the book's coming.
That's what I'm saying. Like you gotta have an outlet. You gotta have a YouTube channel. You gotta have.
Cameron Diaz walks into the locker room as like when chicks in the locker room was still a hot issue, you know, and she's a female owner. So she walks into the locker room after the game and dudes are changing. And all of a sudden more cock rings. And the guy who happened to be LT's double literally is standing, walks into the frame. Cameron Diaz walks into the locker room and pauses. Homeboy that doubles LT has a cock that literally hangs down to his knee like a horse. And he just stands, he walks up to Cameron Diaz when she says, "Boys, I'm the new owner." And he just walks up with his dick hanging down to his knees and shakes fucking Cameron Diaz's hand. And she takes his hand and she's shaking his hand. And she's just throwing, looks like this is cock. Because if you watch the scene again, you'll do the same thing. You don't have to look at cocks. But you can see why if you didn't see it, now you're looking at it because what the fuck? It makes a statement. It's one of the scenes that you might miss if you haven't seen it in a while, like when we have a party and Jamie Foxx chainsaws the truck in half, and I'm up at the banquet table with this hot chick, get her to suck on this fucking bottle of Cristal like it's a cock. And then when the camera comes, I put her on the fucking table, but first you hear all the dishes hit the fucking floor because I clear everything off the table and the tablecloth. And you can hear it in the scene they're shooting downstairs like a big bang. And then I'm fucking like banging this chick on the table, pulling my dick out of my pants. You know, you might have missed that. It's another great fucking scene. You go to my fucking Facebook page, you can see my profile pictures shot from that scene. And, you know, so follow my Facebook page and follow what I'm going to do soon. I'm going to start monetizing a lot of stuff, a lot of products. I'm putting a good team together to help me run the business like that. For a lot of merchandise that was never available for films I did back in the day when they just had a card that went to VHS. 3 people to rent it at a Blockbuster in 6 months window, and they had an office was over in Deer Park. We got Latimer jerseys, Madman jerseys, unfucking release photos nobody has from all my best fucking movies and all kind of fucking things that we'll custom print on whatever the fuck you want because that's how they do shit now as soon as you order it. So look for that coming soon. Corey will put a link if he has that kind of fucking juice, but if not, and you give a fuck, stay with me on Facebook and my official page too. We'll be making announcements. Corey.
If this is your first time, guys, listening to the podcast, checking out the show, following with Corey Castles on all the platforms, make sure you hit subscribe. Go back and check out the backlogged episodes. Make sure you tell your friends. Andy, I want to say to you that it will also go out to everybody. If you ever feel like you just need a friend or you just need to talk to somebody, don't ever feel like you're fully alone. I'm not a hard person to get a hold of. And for sure, like when
you need me, I'll be there.
Yes, exactly. Click all the links that Andy's talking about are going to be in the description of the episode.
Just call on me.
Be fun. Have safe.
Crumpy.
Thank you.
If you don't know now, you know, players. Partners,
Where's my
we
mouse? Okay.
black t-shirt wearing, wrestling marks, movie fucking stars, film fucking noir, fucking classic movies. Yeah, it's a double-edged sword, but I'm classic movies like fucking The Maltese Falcon, I guess now. That's how it is when you're a survivor and a veteran. You've been doing it 33 years. Hey, you know what? Check this shit out. You know, come over here and buy some of this. You know what? Whatever you're buying, why don't you step over here and buy some of ours? All right? Take
Much
care
love.
of yourselves.
Be fun.
Hey.
Have safe.
Protect yourself at all times. The world's a scary place out there.
Keep evolving.
Leatherface before you castle your friends.